We've been here 208 Mondays. 4 fucking years. We haven't kicked us out yet. We've done a lot of shit. There was a saga where people kept stealing the bathroom seat. We carried Nick Sanchez out of here like 3 times. There was Jack Steiner, his whole dark wizardry. There's been a lot here. But make some noise for yourself being part of this community, man. And coming out here and doing this. Make some noise for Nip and Tuck. Before I bring up the next person, I'm going to read the first poem I ever performed here. You guys ever been in a situation where people were like talking shit about you?
Yeah.
Telling tall tales, spreading rumors and building myths? And you can't even defend yourself because it's all true? And worse, they don't even know half the shit you really did? This is called And Even If I Did, So What? I guess you have me figured out. I never shot the sheriff, but I sure as hell broke the toilet. I prowled empty streets for baggies of white trash divine. I breathed the Atlantic and I've cursed the sky. I played Robin Hood so we could eat, and I'm not sorry I'd do it again. I've chased country sunsets without ever once thinking to look back towards home. I went searching for myself and I got lost. I quit every job I've ever had. I've spit in the face of convention and paid the price of your own indignation. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. My shoes have worn down from running away. I swing for home runs every chance that I get. I know one day I'm gonna hit the ball. I rolled my boulders up and down suburban hills and searched for honest men at twilight. I traded my teeth just so I can get off. Can you believe it? My tooth fairy is a tweaker with a heart of gold. I made best friends in fist fights and buried the myths I held sacred in unmarked graves in Indiana. I've been rich in fleeting moments and so poor I couldn't afford to pay mind to any of your concerns. I lost faith in myself and I found it, right where I left it, under all of my baggage. I walked into the belly of the beast and I came out with the motherfucker's head in my hands. What I'm really trying to say is I don't regret a thing.
I don't know if you guys heard, but the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor. And it doesn't fucking matter. My mother's tears, my flat feet, nothing's fucking stopping me. I'm going. Make some noise for America. You guys didn't hear that shit that happened with Pearl Harbor? You guys didn't hear about these second-generation antihistamines? Honestly, they say the new generation's soft. But these second-generation antihistamines don't even get you drowsy anymore. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing? No, yeah, no. My girl's into side dick. Anybody else's girl into side dick? Now, I remember when side dick just meant a part-time PI. You know what I'm saying? Or something. I don't know. But make some noise for tuberculosis. No, on second thought, make some noise for the prevention of tuberculosis, which we basically eradicated that. F. Scott Fitzgerald. F me in my butt. How's everybody doing? Good though? Did we start? We're starting? I didn't know we were starting. Wait, what? No, I'm kidding. We're going to get you guys started with the open mic. We've been here 4 years, so make some noise. The Renaissance has been going, bro. The Renaissance will live on whether I live or die. And by the end of tonight, I hope to be dead. And by that, I mean just with you guys. I want to be with you guys. I want to be here. I want to be present. I want to be present for our first act of the night. A very dear friend of mine, the very funny Tim Rager.
Happy birthday, I guess. I'm also a November baby. I just turned 40. Yeah, I just turned 40 and I'm good. Honestly, like I've done most of the stuff I wanted to do, and the stuff I didn't get to do, I don't want to do anymore. I don't really want to do anything anymore, if I'm being honest. I want to be clear, I want to live. But if I had to die, it's just, like if I die now, it wouldn't be too soon. It'd be a little early. That's it. The way I feel about life is, you know when you're at a concert and the band has like a couple songs left? You get that thought in your head? If I leave now, I could skip a lot of bullshit on the way out. I don't think that's a good way to feel about life, but it's how I'm 40. My favorite bands haven't put out a good album in 3 albums. That's life. That's life.
Has anybody else noticed how tan Donald Trump is? Are we sure that he's not Mexican? Now, ladies and gentlemen, who would like to hear my Bill Clinton impression? See, in Arkansas, man, anything goes. You can have boy on boy, boy on girl, start of a cow. Come on now.
Another turning point for stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist and holds you where to go. Unpredictable for you in the end, that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Or if you know, you go to the other singing animal or puppet. You know, you got Kermit. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Fucking rainbows. But I think everyone just realizes that the one impression everyone always tries to do is either Matthew McConaughey or some other fuck. I don't remember. All right. But if you're gonna do Matthew McConaughey, you gotta have the whiz. You gotta have the whiz. I say, go sit that shit down, brother.
In local news, my apartment has mice. Yeah. I'm not really a cat person. Everybody told me to get a cat, but I'm not really a cat person. I have a dog. But to get rid of the mice, I just got this really aggressive hawk. So now I have a new mouse problem. I gotta feed this hawk constantly. It worked too good. It got all the mice right away. And I'm like, I gotta feed this mouse. No, it's actually bittersweet. It's bittersweet. All my pets died. It was a terrible carbon monoxide issue. They say it's the silent killer, but the alarm went off. I mean, the dog was barking. The hawk was screaming. The mice died first because they have little lungs.
No good? Was that even close to dick? No? Alright, you guys remember that kid on the playground who used to go, oh, who died and made you president? You know, if you were Harry Truman, you'd be like, FDR. Right? I was just trying to show you guys I was smart by referencing American history. But I guess I'm just a piece of shit who's gonna wait for whatever's making noise to stop making noise. Because I'm not gonna disrespect our next performer and bring him up to some shit that's making fucking noise. Make some noise over the fucking shit that's making noise. Everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next performer, Jake Ignacio Medna.
So I want to start off by saying that I'm a hypochondriac, but only with sex diseases. Like, I'll get a sore throat, I'll start to sneeze, and I'll go right to the free clinic. So they look at my penis and they tell me if I have AIDS. And they ask me every time, it's like, when was the last time you had sex? And I'll tell them 3 years ago. And it's like, you can't keep coming here every month. It's like, please just take the sample. And they get a car battery and they shock it and it jumps up. It's like, yeah, no, still no AIDS. It's like, all right, thank you. Well, what about any of the other diseases? And the woman sighs and she takes off my pants and she grabs out my urethra. And I don't know if you've ever gone as a man to get your shit checked, but basically, imagine your little dick hole is this microphone stand, and they take a Q-tip. Imagine this microphone is a Q-tip, and what they do is they scrape the inside of it, and they get a sample, and then the woman takes the sample, tastes it, and goes, no herpes either. So I've been getting a lot of action lately because I've got health insurance now. So I'll go get checked up, and I don't even scream anymore. It doesn't even hurt. It feels nice. It's just like there's always a little drippage after I pee, but like I'll go celebrate, I'll go get Chinese food. And the other day I went to get Chinese food from my favorite place, Ming's Village 2. You know, if it's a sequel, it's gonna be a good one because I opened it. It was so nice I opened it up twice.
Nascimento, and he's like, bro, come out with me. I was like, okay. So I did, and that was, the rest is history. I got hooked.
Remember photobombing? I'm back. As predicted. I did say I wouldn't know when my father would send me. So I guess this is a surprise for both of us. Have you repented? Have you looked around lately? I think it's time to repent. Is it not on me?
It's a must show.
Thank you. France, everybody, not the country, not the country. Pray for France, everybody, pray for France. They are going through with the Muslims, I'll tell you that. The Muslims, they were not like that back in my day. Got to say, I have to thank Tilted Corn for graciously giving me his sport and his shoes. I can tell you how grateful I am that we no longer have to wear open-toed shoes everywhere we walk. Imagine wearing sandals walking up in New York City? In this economy? You get AIDS and fed. Who said I couldn't be funny? I am the king. I guess the Father is in me and I am in my Father. Could you believe that was a big deal at the time? It's a little bit too much, I think. Now no one even gives it. Yes, my sheep know my voice, for I am the good shepherd, and I lay my life down for my sheep. I am the first Shonen main protagonist, yes, you heard that right. Anyway, that's all me. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know that's how some of you got laid recently. No? Happy 4 years! No graphs? Expected. Patronum. Can you believe they think I didn't like Harry Potter? Burn the witch. Whoa. Harsh. Imagine what they did to me. I'm just so grateful to my Father in heaven that these are not the 9-inch ones.
I always ruminate on forgiveness. I always ruminate on my dick. My dick doesn't even hang off the edge of my balls. So does anybody know what that's like when the tip of your dick won't even hang off the edge of your balls? Even in the morning, even after a couple of glasses of red wine, a 5 milligram Cialis, and you still wake up in the morning and your dick is just flaccid and will not hang off the edge of your balls. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a morning erection. I'm not looking for a nocturnal emission. I'm just looking for my dick to hang off the edge of my balls just once.
You can do it!
Lift my dick to the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next act of the night, Evan Lloyd.
No coffee for my breakfast. No butter on my roll. Ain't got a drop milk for the cornflakes in my bowl. Pressure. Baby, I'm on pressure. And I know love is the day you went away on pressure. No jelly in the jar, no flour in the sink. Ain't got nothing cooking, babe. But won't you come back? I'm pressure. I'm all pressure. Ain't got no love since the day you went away on pressure.
What's that? I'm looking at some of the historical events like Bards Off Broadway. That shit kills me, bro. That shit fucking kills me. Look at that space.
Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different. Must be 21 plus. Every card and phone. Every gambler or money enter box 24/7. And visit everydealerhelp.com.
Well, I'm gonna give you some lore because I know y'all probably notice I wear this jacket a lot. It's my favorite fucking jacket. The reason I wear it is because the reason I started comedy is because my ex-brother-in-law, he was a musician. You know, he was following his dream. He played the Stone Pony. You know, it was cool shit. He used to have a jacket. He had a jean jacket with the old hoodie cut up. His band was Black Sabbath though. That's what he was listening to. But I'm like, I just wear it in tribute of him. You know. I really brought down the room, huh? No, but it's crazy. So he passed away, overdose. You know how it is. The Jersey death. Just like that. I know it's more Ohio, right? Yeah, you're right. But it's crazy because they gave his old phone to my at the time stepson. And the fucked up part is nobody told me. So I had to go pick him up one day for something, and I just get a text from my brother-in-law like, I'm ready to go home. It's hot over here. Like, damn.
You know, I almost got robbed in Philly the other day. Huh? Is that relatable? Yeah. Yo, it was crazy. My cousin was like, oh, I got it. Who drinks them? Nah, that's Flint water right now. Yeah, I almost got robbed in Philly. My cousin told me, why are you wearing nice shit? I was wearing J's. I had like a $200 hoodie on. I had a hat on. I was going to like this little comedy club thing. So, I was trying to look fly, you know what I mean? And then I left my cousin's house at 1 o'clock, right? I'm walking to it. I see 3 black guys across the street look at me. And they're like, yeah, we got one tonight. They look hungry. They look starving. So, I'm walking. And right by where Town Hall is? Like that big ass road where all the cars be flying through. I saw them trailing me, so I crossed to make sure they weren't robbing me. And they both crossed. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get robbed. So like, I went like this. I was walking, I went like this. I was like, and the guy cut the corner. I'm like, damn, I look intimidating? And then I ran to my fucking car, because I wasn't trying to get robbed, man. I'm not used to that, you know. I'm from Tom's River, guys. I'm from Tom's River. We don't got that type of activity. And Tom's River is actually weird. I heard there's a guy in Tom's River, a black guy in Tom's River. His name is John Bombs. He creates bombs in his basement. And he likes kids too. And he plays basketball. It's crazy. I gotta find a way to make a joke about this dude, because this guy is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look him up. John Bombs. John Bombs.
How do you spell his last name?
I don't know his last name. That's what's crazy. I know my John Bombs. You think I'm gonna ask him for his last name? He gonna bomb me, motherfucker.
I wouldn't know. I've never met any of my sisters. I know I have 3 out there, but we were separated by adoption. So.
Guys on the show! Get on the road! It's in the road! Wait in the road! Shot and dome. Tilt the dome. Hey, what do you know what you say? What was that? I did like the Sopranos ending in the end. I did like it.
This is the second joke
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Bards Off Broadway! We're back. We made it through our break. We got a whole list, so I'm going to get right into it. Coming up at the top, everybody please put your hands together for my man, Mike Rizzolo!
How the fuck we doing, guys? Yeah, I've been working a lot, man. I've been working too much. I work so much now that I sit when I pee. Just get a break. Yeah, no, I hate my job. A lot of rich people come into where I work, and some rich people like to, you know, show off their wealth with like a nice car, or a nice house, or a nice watch. But I think we all know if you're truly rich in America, you're fucking kids. Turns out the only thing Trump likes more than fucking kids is Billy's Willie. Didn't see that one coming. That was not on my my fucking 2025 big old card. Yeah, no, I did some digging actually, because Trump's been helping out, you know, Israel a lot, and it turns out he's actually Jewish. Trump's not even his last name. It's actually Lewinsky. Yeah, all right. I gotta try. Yeah, speaking of Trump, ICE has been rounding people up, and I don't know if you guys know, but on average it costs 10 grand to get across the border. Not about you, but I'd be pretty pissed off if I wasted 10 G's just to go back to hang out with my family. The only people I think more pissed off right now are these ICE agents, because those guys just had a 4-year vacation. Now all of a sudden they gotta fucking clock in. And I work in kitchens, I work in restaurants, so I work with a lot of, like, you know, people who are not here legally. And if they fuck with you, like, they'll give you a nickname. So we got Chichi, he's from Chihuahua. We got Cubano, he's from Cuba. And I'm a gringo, so they call me Maricon. I was in the kitchen the other day, I was hanging out, and I was looking around, and I was like, man, $1,000 a head, that'd be pretty hard to turn down. Then I really thought about it. These motherfuckers would sell me out for $200, no questions asked. Anyway, we're hiring.
I apologize. Number 12 coming up is Mike. I am not sure what it says, though, the last name. So we're just bringing up Mike. And I mean no disrespect, I just can't understand.
It's Drake.
Mike Drake, everybody.
Yeah. All good. All good. Okay. How we doing, guys? Give it up for other Mike. Mics are cool. Let's bring the room back. We had our break so we can fully divert our attention to comedy. Let's unify the room with a 9/11 joke. How about some of that? It's great. Can I get France and Nick Sanchez over here? They're my darkest friends. Like one of Nick Sanchez accepted my friend request 3 weeks ago. Francis is pending. My guys. No, it's fine. I was thinking, do you think they had music in the cockpits? Like, do you think there was a terrorist back there being like, no, Elton John, I am the Rocket Man. Comedy, right?
Was it? Is it? Whatever. It's fine.
If you couldn't tell, I have cheetah on me right now. You haven't seen this much fine cheetah on you since your last PTA meeting, am I right? Might be a little blinding, so let me shed some for you. Prop comedy, gotta love it. Holy shit. Give it up for the bar. Tip your bartenders, motherfuckers. They do more work than any politician I've ever fucking met. IPAs. I'm a white man. I love IPAs. Am I right? But they're always named after stupid shit. There's a sign in the bathroom for an IPA called Dirt Wolf. Talk about two things I don't want in a glass. Like, look at me. I'm a straight white male. Like, you might as well say honest communication. Put it on an IPA. If it was one for my wife, it'd be forgive and forget. She can't do that. She's a white lady. It's fine. I know it looks more like I would have a hostage than a wife, but it's consensual, I assure you. But so there's a mic someone mentioned earlier. There's Black Betty's on some nights around here. That's a little strip club. They do open mic. I'm not allowed to go there because the last time I was at a strip club, I had a little trouble. I was with my wife at the time and everything. And, I was drunk at 2 in the afternoon on a Sunday like normal functioning adults are after losing their mom. It's fine. But so I'm getting a lap dance from this Latina lady, and she whispers in my ear, 200 for anal. I'm not going to do the accents, it's fine. But so I was like, no, the dance is fine. But then she starts going down her price list, like $150 for just, regular, 100, blah, blah, blah. Gets down to $50 that she'll lick my asshole. And I was like, you got your priorities wrong, lady, but that's none of my business. So I get up and I try to leave, and the girl's like, no, Poppy. She starts grabbing my ass and, everything, trying to get me to stay. And I don't, whatever. I just try to get out of there. So I'm on the road heading home, and I need gas in my car, and I go reach in my wallet to see how much cash I had. I had $250 in my wallet when I left. She took it all when she was filling my ass up. And I said, God damn it, I could have had anal and my ass licked.
Dean, you're a tank girl now. Oh, Jesus. Bro, the potential's fucking endless. So what I want to do is I'll relaunch my Substack with new posts. I was gonna I don't know if anybody knows who Todd Snyder is, but he was a songwriter. He said some clever words. He liked to call his style the talking blues, so it works well to speak through them, whether I have a guitar or not. I'm sure you'll all just make comments about it anyway, whether I did or didn't. This is called the statistician blues. They say 3% of people use 5 to 6% of the brain, 97% use just 3%, and the rest goes down the drain. I'll never know which one I am, but I'll bet my last dime, 99% think that we're 3%, 100% of the time. They say that 65% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot, and 82.4% of people believe them. Whether they're accurate statistics or not, now, I don't know what you believe, but I do know that there is no doubt that I need another double shot of something 90 proof. I've just got too much to think about. They say 74% of everything you learn in college is a bunch of bullshit that you'll never need, and 83.4% of everything you've got you bought to satisfy your greed, because 91% of the world's population links possessions to success, even though 88% of the wealthiest 1% of the population drinks to an alarming excess. More money, more stress. Because there's just too much to think about, there's too much to figure out, stuck between our hopes and our doubts. It's just too much to think about. They say that 74% of all statisticians truly hate their fucking jobs, and that the average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles from the bank that he robs. There's this little bank that's not too far from here. that I've been watching now for a while. Seems like lately all I can think about is how bad I want to go out in style. 'Cause there's just too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between our hopes and our doubts, there's just too much to think about.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my friend Craig Todaro.
Penis! Oh, don't worry, I'll get to it. Dude, I learned shit, but not from like history because I didn't care about any. I learned shit from watching movies, and like they better tell me the truth, like, cause I'll know some dumb shit like that people don't know. Like, yo, who's the 21st president? Anybody know? Chester A. Arthur. You know how I know that shit? Cause I watched Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's right. That's how I learned my American history, okay? Dude, everything I know about the Declaration of Independence, I learned when Nicolas Cage tried to steal that shit. That's it. Like, I know Benjamin Franklin invented bifocals from Big Daddy. Sometimes I'm wrong. But it's not my fault because the movies lied to me, okay? Like, there were two people, they were talking about the Revolutionary War, and they were having a serious conversation, and I was just listening, and then I heard Revolutionary War. I was like, I know all about that shit because I seen The Patriot. And they're like, yo, we almost lost that shit. Like, yo, the British, they were fucking us up, all right? But then there was this one dude who was just a little too angry of a soldier. And, like, he wasn't the general. I'm not sure what his rank was, but he was, like, a number 3 in Stratego or some shit. And that dude just started killing people randomly. And he messed up, and he killed one of Mel Gibson's kids. And Mel Gibson wasn't having that shit. And that's why this is America. That's...
Isn't Craig hysterical? You know, we're both from Staten Island, which is crazy because we're actually the only borough in the state of New York that still thinks that the Civil War was about states' rights. So yeah, I'm from New York. I've been to Jersey like 4 years. Love it out here. You guys are cool. But I do, yeah, you can clap that up. But do you guys ever think it's weird that some of the most dangerous towns in New Jersey have some of the softest white girl names? Like, what do I look like getting stabbed in Elizabeth? Like, I'm pretty sure Camden is a dude whose dad owns a boat. And I think that Trenton and Irvington were the brothers that started Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg. No, speaking of stupid names, I think we really lost the plot when it comes to people naming their children over the last decade. I know it started with this weird celebrity culture, like how Kim and Kanye named their daughter Northwest, which is the direction I drive to the dispensary after this. Jay-Z and Beyonce had named their daughter Blue Ivy, which is what the guy at the dispensary was trying to sell me. But even before that, Gwyneth Paltrow like famously named her daughter Apple, which is what the guy told me to smoke the Blue Ivy out of. But it's not just celebrities, right? Like, normal people are doing ridiculous things with kids' names nowadays. Like, online, there's actually growing support for a name, and this is how it's spelled. It is spelled A-B-C-D-E. It is all true. Has anyone seen this name on the internet? What? Venture again. How do you think it's pronounced? Just yell at A-B-C-D-E. Absidy, yeah. Congratulations, if you got it right, you get a drink on your tab. But yeah, so literally, it's pronounced Absidy, which is dumb. Because if my mother would have named me A-B-C-D-E, I would have K-I-L-L'd myself. Middle school was rough. But it's always the dumbest person you know that like tries to make a point on their child's birth certificate, right? So we know the type, white women. And she always comes out and she's like, this is my daughter, and her name is Braxley. It's Latin for meadow of strength. Like, aren't you the same girl that skipped English class to suck dick every day in high school? Yeah! Because, like, the last thing that I need is a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. You know what I mean? Quote the Raven, your mom's a hoe.
Sanchez, give it up for Nick Sanchez. Tom, fuck you, Tom.
What's up? How you guys doing? So there's two now. There's Brian and there's Eric. Yeah, I think when Eric comes up, let's retire the Jew chant. Let's just start yelling 2 instead. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, too many. No. Nah, I'm playing. They won't replace you. That's a callback if you were watching the news in like 2014. That was when things started to go off the rails. So I'm gonna read off the book a little. I haven't done that in a while, but I think I need to do it because I want to get this shit down. Am I the only one who thinks that we should reopen the Pee Wee Herman indecent exposure case? Yeah, I think we should revisit it because you know what? Pee Wee was arrested for touching his wee-wee at a porn theater in Florida.
Oh my God, what?
And God forbid a man sits at a restaurant and eats a bowl of spaghetti in Rome. That's where you do it because it shows respect for the culture. The reason I bring it up is because they just put out a documentary where Pee Wee admitted he was gay the whole time. He was gay the whole time. And like if you're gay and you go to a porn theater, that doesn't make any sense because being gay and that horny, it's like fishing with dynamite. You don't really need to, like you gotta be a real fucking loser to be gay and go to a porn theater. I could look another gay man in the eye and be like, hey, like, can I just suck it just a little bit because I like the way you look today and there's a little bit of sweat rolling down your brow and I want to know how that tastes in my mouth. And they'll be like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, gay men are still men and men are slobs. Terrible slobs. And I don't, we live in a really tense time. We got to get this idea out of our heads that there's these different groups ruining America. People think that if you're gay, like if you stick a dick in your mouth, you're destroying this country. Pee Wee Herman didn't destroy this country. He made people laugh. He made people, you know what I'm saying? Pee Wee Herman, if you're speaking Spanish and you don't fucking know how the tax system works, you're not destroying the country. If you're building a small business, you're not fucking destroying this fucking country. You're building it. Well, we'll talk about that later, but you're not. It's not those people. We gotta get it straight. Everybody got it fucked up. It's not them. It's the fucking millionaires. It's the lobbyists, the corporate lobbyists, these fucking CEOs that buy out politics, and it's people that wear Crocs that are destroying this fucking country. If you wear Crocs at any given function, I have less respect for you as a person. If you show up to a restaurant and you're like, oh, let me put my Crocs on, I really don't want to take you anywhere. And they make magnets for Crocs. They make little badges that you could put on your Crocs.
Work Crocs.
Now, and you know what? I want my tip back. That's fucking shit. No. And they got these little fucking badges for the Crocs so you can make your feet dress up like North Korean generals. And I don't take it as a serious form of fashion. I think that it just shows that you have low self-respect. And frankly, maybe you should be the ones in a fucking concentration camp in Florida. Learning how to wear real shoes or just getting your feet cut off like the Aztecs would have did, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, somebody has to stop this Croc epidemic. They're flooding into our borders. They're destroying this country. Frankly, I think we could really boost the domestic arms market if we just made weapons so we could execute people wearing Crocs. Anyway, have a good rest of your night.
Shabbat Shalom. L'chaim. There
really warms the cavity that once contained my heart to hear you guys finally get some fucking culture up in here. Oh man, I had to drive through Lakewood yesterday, and I really, really, really wanted to just run so many Jews off the road before they ran me off the road in their Toyota Siennas. And then I had to go back, so I took 195 to the Parkway, because fuck that shit. Right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fuck that, I ain't got time for that shit. The fuck? Okay, that was weird. Oh, fuck. So I was an Allstate agent for a long time, and it's kind of fitting. You know, my last name is Held, and they got like the hands is like the symbol. So it's kind of weird, you know, just kind of falling into that. But I was there for a long time, and till about 2 years ago, and they brought me into the conference room, and they were like, "You are fired." Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I was not in good hands. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. So yeah, my last name is Held, and you might be thinking, like, what nationality is that? Because it's a freaking past tense verb. Yeah, growing up was interesting. Middle school was fun. There's really not much that hasn't been in these hands, apparently. I'm sure you can understand. So yeah, did some research, and turns out we're German. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a German Jew. A living oxymoron. Which, you know, that kind of makes sense now, my overwhelming desire to always want to kill myself. Or why in chemistry all my favorite elements were the gases. Argon. That's what they were trying to do. Yeah, so it's weird. Shit. Yeah, anyone ever see the show The Man in the High Castle? Yeah. About 10 years ago, yeah. It was that show that explored the possibility of us losing World War II and like the Germans and Japan, you know, having control over the U.S.
I feel like season 3 lost the plot.
Yeah, I mean, well, once you go past like one season, there's only so much you can do. You know, Hitler only made it like 6 seasons. So thinking, like, you know, on this show, you know, these guys, are they watching TV? Like, what's the Disney Plus lineup looking like in Man of the High Castle? You know, like New Germany, USA. Disney presents the story of an Austrian girl in Poland who loves her job. Whistle while you work. Job on ovens, cleaning ovens, doing Hitler's work. What happens when a robot for the Reich goes rogue? I am Baymax, your personal genocidal companion. It's Big Hero 6 million. The story of a German tank division that makes sure the Lost Boys will never grow up. It's Peter Panzer. Anyone check what's in the cars of Thomas the Train?
Aw, I thought you guys only did that for the old guys. Carl, please don't walk into traffic. That's a great segue, though. To the 97% of men that are in here right now, happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
What's that?
I wish more of you knew. I do. I worry about you fellas.
I know too well.
November also happens to be the month where a bunch bunch of guys voluntarily decide that they're gonna stop shaving and stop jerking off. And if that happened to all the men that I knew inside of 1 month, I would also be very aware of men's mental health during November. That said, I didn't realize Damien put me on the list, so in this event, I usually opt to read someone else's poems. So, I'll read a poem by a man. The man's name is... Oh fuck, I always forget what order to let it go. I forgot how to say his name! Enzo Martin. It's from the collection #beer. This is 26 Reds and a bottle of wine. This is a poem of quiet whispers, the kind you hear in bottles right before you break them over your head. The kind that sounds like softly opening skin and spent blood turning red as it greets the air. This is a poem that holds its breath. Doesn't speak much. It lives in a copacetic silence like windless, clear-skied days on a famine farm. It's the reflection of the sun against blacked-out windows and grass shriveling in the frosty dew. The ripple of dried-out riverbeds. It's the nutritional facts of wood grain highballs and ammonia gasoline bleach wine coolers. It's cunnilingus embolisms and fallopian pregnancies combined. It's your personal schizophrenic messiah in a vacuum tube on fire. Viewed by voyeurs behind tempered glass, it's the consequential Vatican telekinesis of autoerotic asphyxiation. This poem is everything you wanted to be when you were 14 and things got too complicated, so you laid in your bed, staring at the ceiling, waiting for the pills to watch over you and send you floating down the Styx. And no one found you, but you still woke up, and you never got any help. One more for you.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like pretty much every time, like I come up here and I present myself to you guys, like I'm really just putting on a front. Like this is really how I really am. This is really how I really speak. This is really how I really be. You feel me? So, no. See, it's not funny. This shit ain't funny. You feel me? That is the only reason I just did that is because so I've been doing impressions my whole life. Like I started with the Obama bullshit and fuck that impression. I fucking hate it. It's fucking stupid. But I did blow up on TikTok because of it. You guys want to hear it? I'm not fucking doing that shit. Fuck. Lord be clear. No, but it's fucking shit, and I hate that. And I used to do Kevin Hart as well. And then I did Jay-Z. I did Hove. I don't even know if I could do it now. But then I started I wanted to be like Chappelle, so I started trying to do like a white impression. And every time I do it, nobody thought I was doing an impression. And I finally realized I sound like a white man. You know what I mean? Which really doesn't make sense, because that means that black people don't sound like me. You know, like what does that mean? Like are black people not supposed to sound sophisticated and tilted cone? Okay, that's not even what I wanted to do, but I've been trying to go against the laws of the universe recently. You guys know when you're being intimate and you finish, like your toes curl? So what I've been trying to do recently, because I noticed when I masturbate, like my toes still curl when I finish. It's so weird. So what I've been trying to do recently is when I finish, is like I try and keep my feet planted to the ground like as hard as I can, and my toes are still curling. Like it's like a... It's so weird. I haven't had sex in so long. It's just me just jerking my shit I jerk off, and then you know, this is like I saw this quote the other day. It's like you're either living in post-nut clarity or like pre-nut non-clarity, I guess it is, you know. And I realized either way, like I'm just not getting any pussy. Like I'm just jerking my dick. Okay. This is my best set I've ever done. You know when people are like, you know when people tell you a secret?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our next act. No, it's not Tom Goldstrand. And yes, Tom Goldstrand can go fuck himself. Give it up for our photographer. He's taking great pictures tonight. Apparently he's taking video too and audio, so I hope he gets this. Fuck you, Tom. Give it up for Miss Amber, everybody.
So I've never done an open mic for comedy before in my life. But I'm so indecisive, I don't have a bucket list, so I thought I'll put this on the bucket list. So my jokes are not going to involve dick and pussy. And it's not because I don't have a dick. I do have a dick, but my husband wears it because it just hangs on me. So I just have 2 jokes to tell. The first joke is my favorite joke. Nobody ever laughs at it, but I still love it. Why did the elephant sit on the marshmallow? Why? Because he didn't want to fall into the hot chocolate. Like, I just like the visual of that. I picture this elephant in the cup on the marshmallow, and the marshmallow melting away, and he's gonna fall in. Like he's not gonna drown. He's so big. I'll just like displace all the hot chocolate. But I like think about all that too much. So my other joke, I think my late uncle told this joke to my dad. So my elderly dad told me this joke. So it's, what do you get when you cross a donkey and an onion?
I don't know. What do you get?
99% of the time, you get an onion with ears. But 1% of the time, about 1% of the time, you get a piece of ass that brings tears to your eyes. So, thank you, Nip and Tuck.
Coming up next, this motherfucker ran this show for a long ass time. Oh, yeah. He is the king of, where are you from, Leonardo? Yeah, fuck Leonardo. Anyway, make some noise for Leo. Whoa!
Yeah, that's what you get. Trip on the mic wire. Trip on the mic wire like the Keensburg trash you are. Trip on the mic wire and walk away. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get a feature film movie that created a massive cult following? No, you didn't. Suck my dick. Fucking A. I wish it was Traumaville, but I guess I'll deal with Kevin Smith land. All right, I'm fine with it. Oh my God, how we fucking make some noise, Nip and Tuck. Hey, 4 years. 4 years. God, beautiful, man, beautiful. And it started off great with a week that has been amazing for QAnon supporters. A wild, wild week for... Like, honestly, I wish those emails are fake. Not because I don't want them to be real, but because if they're real, this would be the most retarded pedophile plot of all time. This is, honest to God, the dumbest pedophile cult. Like, for 40 years, people have been saying there's a secret cabal of guys who gather around a giant owl statue, scaring children into being fearful enough that they can suck the adrenochrome out of their spine and become pure forever, ordering cheese pizza from pizza restaurants, and ordering furniture from Wayfair named after kids that went missing in 1978, and all these other mystical things. Turns out they're just using Gmail. They're just emailing each other like best friends, texting each other like, how's it going, Jeffrey? It's your friend, Benjamin Netanyahu. Listen, buddy, do you have that photo of me and Peter Thiel DPing that 13-year-old? I need it for my portfolio. I just need it for myself. I need to figure that out.
Some wild shit. Apparently there's photos of Hillary going down on some dude named Vince Foster, who I didn't know about because I have, like, I don't know, freedoms and rights, I guess. But an angry 50-year-old guy knew about it, and he was ranting about me the whole time, being like, you know they fucking killed him, the Kennedys. They shot him in the back of the head and stuffed him in a briefcase. And that's when I learned, don't have political arguments in the back of a strip club. Don't do it. There's no benefit in having these conversations. There's nothing that you're going to gain from it. I will say this, the wildest email of them all is the one where Jeffrey Epstein states, I have known a lot of very bad people, but no one has been as bad as Donald Trump. Not a single ounce of dignity in his soul. Which is a wild thing to say when you're Jeffrey fucking Epstein. That's a wild... It's just a wild thing to say when you're the world's most internationally known pedophile of all time. That would be like if there was like, if they interviewed Ted Bundy and he's like, listen man, I've done some fuck shit. But Richard Ramirez, that guy's fucked up. That guy's twisted. Like when Satan looks at you and says, yeah, you're the problem, that's a big stretch. That's wild. I will say this, when he eventually dies, we do need the Nancy Reagan face-off on who gives the best blowjob. That's the one we need. Who gives the best blowjobs? Nancy Reagan or Donald Trump? Which one? Who knows? God, it's wonderful. I just got back from South Carolina. There's a lot of people wearing Walmart t-shirts down there. It's the first state where I've ever witnessed people wearing Walmart t-shirts. There's kind of two brands of Walmart's t-shirts you witness in real life. There's one that we all know. If you know, if you know. If you don't, it's the one where it's like the Grim Reaper holding an anatomically impossible gun in his face directly at the frame. And the text always reads like, wake up, liberal. Time to drink your tears. So there's those genre of t-shirts, but then there's my personal favorite ones, which is the second genre, which is what I like to call insecure fathers who want to fuck their hot daughter t-shirts. I'm not sure if you've seen those or not. Where it's every one of them is like text that says, who said one of us? Why should I be surprised? Why should I be surprised our resident neo-Nazi pedophile is the one shouting, yeah, same bro, same dude. Same bro. But those shirts are always wild, because those shirts are always like, the text is like, warning, ex-military father inside. Stay out, do not enter. And it's a photo of like their daughter's ass with a private property sticker on the back. Thinking they're trying to be like protective, but all it reads is them screaming to the world, I get to fuck my daughter! I get to fuck my daughter, not you! I get to fuck my daughter! You don't even drink Miller Lite, pussy! That's how I know you're not a real man. That's how I know I can please her. I'll close out with this. One of the things I realize when I'm getting older is that a lot of the things that you develop when you're younger, your beliefs, your tastes, your ideals, happen at a young age and you live through it very, very, very quickly. And it sort of develops into what the rest of your life will become. Case in point, when I was 8 years old, I used to watch a lot of those AMC Halloween horror movie marathons. Yeah. Awesome banger. You watch a lot of those movies down there. That was the first time I ever saw Bride of Chucky. And when I saw Jennifer Tilly for the first time, my brain immediately went, okay, you're only dating goth girls with BPD. You're only dating... Only borderline personality for you. Yes, it does hurt. That's the point. The point is that it hurts. Then 2 years later, I see Desperado with Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek. And when I saw Salma Hayek for the first time, my brain went, okay, those goth girls with BPD, some of them can be Latina. Some of them can be Latina. And then you'll be all right. By the time I was 15 and watching like All Dogs Go to Heaven, my brain's like, okay, do you really want to be attracted to dogs that look like Dennis Leary? Merry Christmas.
Christmas. By the way, you're gay now. By the way, you're just gay. Merry Christmas. All right, I am the spokesperson for Leonardo, New Jersey, the best township in Monmouth County. I will stand by that record. We have a film. We have a film, goddammit. My name's Liam Wolf. Hail Satan.
We out here, man. We are out here. Are we fucking? Yeah. No, we're not. We're here. That's what. Y'all fucking. Y'all not fucking, dude. Get out of here, man. This shit crazy, bro. I've been here for mad times. This is shit, bro. This shit will never end, bro. It's just this 4-year anniversary. Give it up for Nip and Tuck. Dude, you could just fucking put your head on the toilet lid on the fucking bathroom and just sniff cocaine off of that bitch. How much cocaine has been done at this bar is great. It's fantastic. I'm gonna fucking say shit. I live with my aunt and my uncle. Anybody here still live at home with mom and dad? Yeah. I live with my aunt and my uncle. I'm like this close to becoming Spider-Man, dude. I'm like so fucking. I'm like this close, man. I'm Spider-Man if he drove a Honda Civic and he worked at Amazon, dude. Yeah, but I don't have an Uncle Ben, I have an Uncle Earl. Yeah. Uncle Ben has some fucking fire ass quotes, dude. What did he say? Before he died, he said, with great power comes great responsibility. And he died. My fucking Uncle Earl, he got some fucking other quotes. My Uncle Earl, his favorite quote is, my dick don't work if my pocket's empty. I'm out here fucking fighting crime now with fucking that's actually a pretty good quote though. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking I live by that quote actually.
Great power at one point is no responsibility.
And just know I'm not keeping the baby. If that's what you're saying.
Whether it's 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 20 years, one of these days. Oh man, isn't it great to be here at the Nip and Tuck, everybody? God damn it, this mic is close to my face and I feel loud as fuck and it's aggressive. Do I have your attention? Alright, good. I am rock hard right now. Can't you tell? Yeah. France from the back can see it, thanks. Yeah. It's not gonna be so funny later when I'm gonna be like, hey, remember that times? His face just, oh man, don't leave, I'm so sorry. I'm so lonely, it's alright. Yeah, what did I want to fucking, yeah, it's been 4 years, fucking, it is crazy that I haven't relapsed yet. Isn't that fucking wild? Oh my god, yeah. About to hit 10 years since I stopped drinking, and it's, I've grown to accept some of the applause for that. I don't know if that resonates, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. I fucked up my, I did have a relapse, not with alcohol, but my New Year's resolution was to keep my dating apps deleted. And then a couple nights ago I re-downloaded Tinder, and I don't want to spoil you guys or brag too much, but it's because like spent a lot of money on those things. It's not a good idea, and it's not like there's no entitlement there. It's not like, oh, I paid and now it's like, because that's like prostitution, right? It's like slavery, I guess. It's like I paid this money, now come before me and let's mingle like souls. And just make sweet love to each other. All right? Yeah, how people do? Do you guys make sweet love to each other ever? Yes. Yes, be happy about it. Celebrate yourselves. Yes. No. I don't wish this feeling on anybody. This is a lonely, dark place. I've been, because it's like, I don't even know what to call it anymore, because... What the fuck? Suck my dick. Who said that? Who the fuck? Alright. That was nasty coming out. Because sometimes he's a little sad, but I don't know. I was reminiscing because sometimes we get. I like reminiscing about my old days. I hooked up one time with a polyamorous girl. You guys ever do that before? Yeah. She was a nice girl, and just taking one for the team, just kind of helping weird guys like myself. And we were hanging out in my car one night in my driveway at my parents' house, not a flex, but halfway through the conversation, she was like, "Do you want me to jerk you off?" And I was like, "Whoa. That happens? Like in real life, that's crazy." And I was like, hell yeah, like this is awesome. And then we were having sex in my car, in my driveway at my parents' house. And I keep repeating that part because the funniest part, or the second funniest part of this, my mom called. My mom called, and her and my dad, they were both home. Like they was just walking about the house, like they just finished dinner or something, and I was just starting mine. Hey yo. It's fucking gross. But I did answer the phone. But I say the second funniest part because the funniest part is definitely the music that was playing in the background while this blasphemous act was taking place.
Who would have thought that I didn't expect this, that the man who would unite America would be Jeffrey Epstein? Really? Like, I mean, and especially with all those AI videos with Trump now, I don't want to get close to the microphone stand or do any kind of hand gestures with it. But he, that's bipartisan comedy right there with Big Don and Bubba. Yeah. I always call him Big Don because that was the worst put down from 2016 that Marco Rubio came up with that time. Yeah. You can never defeat him, but I think they finally figured out a way. Yeah. New Jersey's the third state, third state of the union. The first state was Delaware, and I know North Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong, but North Carolina was first in flight. But I'd like to know exactly what was the first fist that was used up someone's rectum. Who was that first fist? Because that really should be in a Hall of Fame somewhere. And how did that, what was that? Was it an accident, or was it a doctor? I don't know. And it's and then they the bleeding involved, and how do they did they use did they clean them up with whiskey? Was it from the Civil War? These are just these are things I wonder in life. I wonder a lot. I'm very curious, and but I also the last thing I'm really wondering because fisting has really crossed over into the mainstream with regular people. Yeah, but something that hasn't really caught on yet, and maybe in this room, but would be the other thing. It's not as large as a fist, but it would be sounding. There's something I can only talk about this after 10 p.m. Eastern time. But I wonder, is everyone familiar with sounding here? No. Okay, good. Yeah, sounding is when you spread open someone's a male urethra and you penetrate it.
I turned from black into bright white. They said it was from when the car smashing so hard.
Eric, get in here. 2, 4. We're fucking Lieutenant McGann.